Thought he could pass with that sick sweet.
Sick, nigga. Sick soy.
Holy spot, we ain't basic. Look, walk in the spot, we ain't basic. Thought he be with me, he aching. She be tryna find out locations. My bitch a baddie Jamaican. She try to ball like a Haitian. Baby, just come in shaking. Baby, just come in shaking. Baby, just come in shaking. Walk in the spot, we ain't basic. Thought he be with me, he aching. She be tryna find out locations. My bitch a baddie Jamaican. She try to ball like a Haitian. Baby, just come in shaking. Baby, just come in shaking. Baby, just come in shaking. Look, walk in the spot and her ass on me. She saw me hop out with bags on me. Nigga so sexy, she mad horny. I got her fucking the tags off me. She got a man here lame. Sucky, sucky while we in the range. If you fry, I might snap at him, ayy. With them hammers and choppers gon' spray. Set your bitch in the back of my V and she ducking your face when we spitting them sides. With a 50 on me and a 30 on her. Try to run, we gon' let it collide. Big L in the air, baby, look what I wear. You could just
want to welcome y'all to another episode of Redd Dolla StreetCode.
Yeah.
I'm Dolla. This is my co-host, Linx the chef.
The chef in the building.
My other co-host is on vacation right now. He's where Sunny at. You know what I'm saying? While y'all shivering cold, he got his feet up, laid back, enjoying the weather.
Yeah, just filling in.
Yo,
had to get up off the couch for a little bit.
You hear that track though? That track right there? That was my nephew.
That shit was fire.
Lil Neek, Shake. Look that up. Support that. You know what I'm saying?
She had that aggression.
It definitely was fly. Hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share to the YouTube. How it go?
All of that. Like, share, subscribe, all of that.
Hey, this
comment.
This episode 9.
9.
Episode 9. And today's topic is
The
toxic.
topic is toxic.
Being toxic. Being in a toxic situation. Man,
Toxic.
what is toxic? Who is toxic? How do you know what is toxic?
Matter of fact, what's toxic?
Hey, look that up. Look at that. Hold on. Let's get the right definition. We need the right definition
Let's
today.
see what toxic. What's the actual definition of toxic?
And it don't try to say it. Say Dollar toxic. You know what I'm saying? I got some toxic to me. It's because I got contaminated by one of you.
All right, toxic. Very bad, unpleasant, or harmful.
That's what toxic means.
That's exactly what it means.
Okay.
I
I possess a little bit of that definition. Not very harmful, but I do got some toxic in me.
I feel like I'm none of the above.
How you figure that? Oh, okay, cool. Maybe you're not toxic. Usually, when you got toxics in your body, you get them out. You know what I mean? You flush your system. So it's very possible that you do not have toxics in you. But I can vouch that you have had them before.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
You was very toxic, toxic and intoxicated at the same time.
Toxic is definitely like a situational thing. Like what makes something toxic? Like, as far as I'm seeing, like a lot of women, they be promoting toxic relationships. Like, I love when my man slap me up. Or when he just
that's called being
me.
freaky. That ain't necessarily toxic.
Nah, it's toxic. Like
I'm toxic. I'm just gonna let you know I'm toxic.
So what you mean by you toxic?
Like my situations always come off toxic because, for one, I hold on to things. I don't let it go. All right, for example, something could happen to me, and me, a man who stand on principle, I'm so focused on the principle that I'm dragging the situation out and involving it in everything that happens.
Are you talking about like just period or like relationships?
I'm talking about relationship. Friendships, I'm pretty good. I got that shit under control now. But like in a relationship or with some friends, some of my friendships, I've been known to be a little toxic, especially when I'm intoxicated. You get what I'm saying? I'm toxic crusader. I'm about to rap. I got bars. Hold on, let me run that back. I've been toxic in toxic situations. When I'm intoxicated, I'm toxic crusader.
Okay.
Come on, man, this shit
bars.
easy.
That's bars.
You feel me?
So your toxic is based on something that already happened to you before, or something that you seen happen and you just can't let it go? That's the only toxic you got?
First of all, I'm argumentative. Sometimes it's in a good manner. Sometimes it ends up in a negative manner. But like I was just saying with the example I was giving, like I might be trying to. Something might have happened. It might have been little to you, but it's big to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep dragging it out. I'm dragging it out. Let's just say, so for example, somebody was supposed to give me a ride the other day. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't driving my car. They said they was going to come and get me.
Right.
I said, all right, cool. They like 30 minutes late. That shit messed my whole day up. So the person just thought that they could just really be like, yo, my bad. I'm sorry. So I'm like, fuck you mean you sorry? Like, yeah, you sorry, motherfucker. Like, that's what you is. They're like, all right, yo, it's not that big of a deal. I'm here now. But like, I carry the shit until it rolls over into something else.
So you change it to a whole nother situation.
Right where it's just like, yo, I'm willing to throw everything away.
To where them being late don't even matter no more.
Yeah, it's not even about them being late. You know what I mean? So it's just toxic. It's just toxic. But I've been in some very toxic situations as well. Just like, you know, with friendships, some relationships in the past is toxic. What about you?
I done had some toxic situations.
Oh, I know.
I deal with a toxic situation at least once a week.
Oh yeah?
At least
Goddamn.
once. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna go into my personal business, but it's some toxic shit. And you know what I mean?
How you deal with it?
It depends on how I'm feeling that day.
See, that's the wrong answer. When you're in a toxic situation, you have to give toxic with toxic.
You don't have to. Like, sometimes you can rebuke the toxic. You can
No,
just
man.
not,
You can't
you can rebuke the toxic. You can't just let the toxic take over you.
Nah, you
like
just,
if I'm in a good mood and it's a toxic situation that's trying to seep into me, I'm just going. I'm a Heisman that shit. Like, you know what? I ain't feeling that shit.
So what if
today.
you were one of them? Let's just say this is a scenario. You were one of them situations where you think you could just run away, and then every door you go in, she busts that motherfucker down. Like, where you think you going? Where you think you going? And you can't leave. It's one of them. Let's just say it's an in-house toxic situation. You can't leave. You know what you do? You just do the same shit back. Like, that's what they want. They want their attention. I'm speaking relationship. We can speak any other thing. I'm not an expert in relationship.
That's what I was saying when I was saying people promote the toxic relationships, because people act like if you're not going through that in a relationship, then you don't have a real relationship if it's not some toxicity there.
Okay, I like that word.
Toxicity.
Toxicity. I can't even say that shit. But listen, so do you believe that toxic situations usually happens like right in your own household? Like, is that like normally, I mean, in like a relationship. So in a relationship, somebody's toxic, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was you? Like, would you sit a person down? What do you do? Do you run from it? Do you flush it out and get rid of it? How do you bring toxic to somebody's attention and let them know that, like, yo, you really toxic for me, like, before you just act out on the toxicity?
Is it just like one situation, or have you been dealing with it for a while? Cause me, like, I don't put up with a lot of shit. Like, some shit'll slide, but if I'm in a situation where I feel like it's not beneficial to me or it's going nowhere, I'm gonna cut the shit off. Like, that might be my toxic trait. Like, I'm not willing to work through certain shit. Like, right. That some people be like, oh, well, maybe I just need to talk. Nah, fuck that. I'm over it.
You done talking.
I'm over it.
This shit over. You toxic.
That might be my toxic trait.
I got a lot of them. I mean, I can go for days, man, with this toxic shit. Like, that's just, I mean, I think I got a toxic mouth. Sometimes I don't care about the other person's feelings. Like, in some situations, and that comes off toxic. Like it's hard sometimes for me to be attentive. You know what I'm saying? That's like toxic. Sometimes some people will call it being self-centered or arrogant, but I've been put in situations where I'm thinking about me, not necessarily trying to avoid your feelings or your position or where you stand. It's just that I've been forced to be in my situation where I'm worried about me. So it's like, this person worried about me, I'm worried about me, but I'm not worried about them. So now they being left out. Like, goddamn, I'm there when he called, but I don't get the same thing in return.
Do you feel like you've had people that like the toxic part of you?
No, I ain't gonna say
that. Wouldn't like you if you was like not the way that you are?
No, I think for the most part, people hoping I could flush the toxic out
So you-
when dealing with them.
So people think they can detoxify you.
Yeah. I like that word. Say that again.
Detoxify.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just probably something that's in me, something I need to work on within my own self. You know what I mean? But a lot of that should be a struggle. You know what I mean? Like when you got trust issues, you don't trust nobody, and it just come from past relationships. It come from past relationships that make a person currently toxic. You know what I mean? I don't think a motherfucker just wake up today and just want to be toxic. You get what I'm saying? Like this would be a good topic if we had some females in the a good topic if we had some females in the building because they gonna say toxic is something different. You know what I mean? Like what is toxic to them? I wish we could call up some of them and get somebody on a. We should have went live, man. We should have went live and got a couple faces in here and seen what somebody else had to say because I'm a firm believer that a lot of within a relationship. There's a lot of toxic shit going on. Yeah. We just avoid them. You know what I'm saying? Or it might not be. It might be cool. Like I don't mind a little debate every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Like sometimes I'll kick off a debate just cause I'm bored.
But
like,
okay, now have you ever did that and then that shit went left and then
yes.
like, we ain't talking for 2 days because you started some toxic shit?
Yeah, like I done did some shit like just to start an argument and like, ain't nothing going on. Maybe I am toxic.
I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe you is. I mean, we all got it in us, man. Like, no, naturally, really, we consume things that have toxins in it. That's how you say it, right? Toxins, toxic.
So would starting an argument just to make up, would that be considered toxic?
Hell yeah, that's toxic. For what reason? Something I do.
Because I
don't have an answer.
That angry, aggressive, like making up shit be different than just the regular day shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, but okay, so you.
And sometimes you just be like, damn, I remember she was mad at me and shit went crazy, and I'm gonna try and get that again.
I mean, it's like so you saying you like the makeup, you like the after toxic makeup relation, the relations that come with.
Yeah, everybody like that shit.
I don't know, man.
That's why I feel like a lot of women start shit just so you'll DMX they ass. Like
you talking about belly?
I don't know no Keisha.
God damn. Damn, why you say that? That was just the wrong. But okay, all right. So I think in my toxic situations, right. It's like I said, I just got a strong belief, and a lot of times, a person may just want me to like already. Okay, though, already it's over. Okay, and I be like, nah. When you say that, it's like you disregarding my belief. Like I be kind of wanting a motherfucker to be submissive and be like, you know what, you right. That was some wrong shit for me to do. And like if I don't hear that,
though,
no, they just be like, yo, I'm sorry.
That's the same thing.
That's not the same thing.
You want somebody to apologize.
Nah,
sincerely.
It's not even about an apology. Just feel what I'm saying. Like it's not the same thing, bro. Just okay. I'll take some shit from you. Matter of fact, I just crash your car. Boom. Run into bring that shit back. Like, yo, my bad. That shit supposed to be over with? Like, nah, bro, do you understand?
That's a whole different level than somebody being late picking you up and saying my bad.
How? All right, listen.
That's way different.
All right, now listen, that could be argued. It's fucking 32 degrees outside. They keep texting saying, I'm pulling up right now. I'm right here. I'm right around the corner.
I understand all that, but that's still way different than somebody wrecking your whip and just.
What do you do?
Okay. Keys,
okay. So somebody crash your car.
Right.
How much more you want them to say other than my bad? What you want them to say?
It ain't really much more they can say besides I'ma fix it.
So okay. So what if you asking the questions like, yo, what the fuck you was doing, dog? And you didn't like, my bad. He like,
that's gonna make you mad.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, so what the fuck was you thinking about when you crashed my car? Like, what the hell was you doing when you crashed my car?
So
I can't believe you crashed my car.
That ain't the same as saying like, yo, my bad, I'm 20 minutes late, my bad. yo, what the fuck was you doing that you 20 minutes late? Dog, I'm my bad. It was traffic.
No, that matters too in that same argument. What the fuck was you doing that you 20 minutes late? You had all day to do what you supposed to do and pick me up at this time.
But what more do you want besides, I'm sorry?
Yo, did you catch a flat? Did you get air? Did you have to go to the bathroom? Like, don't just say my bad. Like, tell me what the fuck happened. Help me relax. Because other than that, I just feel like you just played the shit out of me and just thought I was just anybody to leave.
So somebody gonna have to say to you, look though, I got caught in traffic. And you know what I mean? I had to go back home. I forgot my phone. I came back.
That's some shit you would say to your boss, right?
I apologize.
Or do you just tell your
Where
boss?
do we go from here?
My bad. Do you tell you no? Look, I had to get my daughter ready. I had to get my son
I just
ready.
told my boss my bad this morning.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
I'm sure you gave him more of an explanation.
I explained that.
Okay, that was the key word. He explained. You don't explain with my bad.
This is what I
you
said.
just said the key word.
I said my bad. I thought we was off yesterday. It's Martin Luther King Day.
Did you really think that, or was that just your comeback line?
Everybody else was off.
All right, well, you gave his ass an explanation, right?
Yeah, so he was like, my bad. I was in traffic. What you gonna keep?
That was it?
That?
Was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't believe you, dog. I feel like he was like, what you mean you was in traffic? Everybody's in traffic when they driving. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean? Like, yo, was you like in backed up traffic, stop traffic? What kind of, you got traffic stops?
Traffic slowed me up 20 minutes, man. I'm here now, though.
Nah, that shit don't work like that, dog.
I still came.
So now, when you got somebody else that has a boss mentality, such as your boss, he could drag that shit out. What if he walked by next week like, hey, yeah, man, hey, Linx the chef, man, don't be late again. Like, you was just late last week. Like, all right,
but that's, all right, okay. But if I'm late again, either they gonna fire me or not.
That's what I'm trying to say. So in my situations, I be ready to fire some shit. Yo, I be ready to fire that shit. Like,
hands.
Nah, hell no. I ain't doing no harmful. If you read the definition on there, it said bad, something else, and very harmful. No, I may say a bunch of very harmful things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you.
So what do you think a female does that's toxic, in your opinion?
Every chance they get, I think an insecure female could be toxic to some people because they really worried about their
own insecurities.
Yeah, their own insecurities can be toxic to someone else. Let's just say, for example, you ain't doing nothing. Who you Facebooking? Why she like your picture? Why she send you a laughy emoji? Why? Like, I don't know. Ask her. What the fuck? Like, okay, cool. Next thing you know, motherfucker reading into your posts. Why did you post that? Why are you looking at this? Why this girl shaking her ass? I don't know. She chose to do that. I looked at it. Can I look at it? You can't look at it? Like, what the fuck? That's toxic to me. That's toxic. Where you going at? When you coming back? Who you going with? How long you gonna be out? All that shit is toxic to me. Yeah. I don't like none of that.
But I mean, on the same note, they probably going off the same thing you said, that it come from prior relationships where they had to do that.
Or it might come from the other person asking the same exact shit to them and don't expect them to feel like how I feel.
That's a fact too. I'm
guilty of that. I've been guilty of that. Where you going? Who you with? Where you at? Boost mobile that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm guilty of that situation. I be guilty of that, but at the end of the day, it's something that bothers me. You like that shit. You like if okay. And it might not be fair. But if you like to call somebody else, if you like when somebody call you and checking up on you and they like, yo, where you at? Oh, all right. A lot of times people just like, I just want to make sure you was good. That's a lie. You just want to be fucking nosy. But that shit is like irritating. Like, I don't like that type of affection. That you just keep calling and I left for an hour and you call. I ain't in that type of vibe. So that shit is toxic for me. It may not be, but I'm just not that type of.
That should set you off. Like
I might hang out like, fuck, god damn. Or the motherfucker the phone might be ringing. I'll be like, what the fuck, man? Oh, like, hello. Oh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that shit is irritating to me. That's just to me. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. What about you?
I feel like it's a lot of toxic stuff that'll set you off, man.
What about toxic friends? When either you have a toxic friend that you keep close or your significant other have a toxic friend that they keep close. But y'all friends, y'all like best friends, so it's like you gotta deal with them toxics that come around. Sometimes, I seen Linx with Doe, and they was over there. And the shit wasn't even about nothing because her toxic ass friend brought her toxic ass around.
Yeah,
now you were dealing with some toxic shit.
A lot of times the friends be trying to like bring them down, like, because they already hating anyway, because they don't got nobody that they could be calling all day.
Right.
So they try to make it like you doing something, trying to bring them, because they try misery and
Love's
toxicity is like this.
Yeah.
Misery and toxicity, they go like this.
Hey, did you make that word up?
What? Toxicity?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
I didn't know it. I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? I got ask that.
I just got a
One thing I ain't scared about is to ask a question. If I don't know some shit, I'm gonna ask it in front of whoever. Hey, what did he say? What it was? Toxicity? Toxicity. What is it?
Toxicity.
Okay, toxicity. I can't say that shit.
It's the city of toxic. That's
I mean, I can't say it. Not right now. I can't say it.
like friends could be the worst enemy to a relationship. Like female friends, male friends, like.
So what if a person have a toxic perception? Everything they do is just like in a negative way. Like it's never like in a. I'm guilty of that as well. Like the first thing that comes to my mind is just not always something positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers say, yo, Doe, you funny. I'm on my Joe Pesci shit. Like, yo, what you mean funny? Like, what kind of funny
like
you like?
clown?
I'm a funny clown? Like, funny, ha, ha. Like, what, I'm like a comedian?
Even regular friends, like, even your own friends can have toxic traits. Like the friend that only call when they need something and they small talk you for 10 minutes and be like, yo.
Hey, I was wondering if
wonder if I could borrow $100 real quick.
He ain't really want no money.
Don't really want nothing. Calling you, what's up with you? Oh, yeah, hey, man.
You killed that shit, that last song you did. That last song you made, that shit was fire, boy.
Like friends, man. Friends, they'll push you to the limit. They'll squeeze you. Well, real friends won't. But people who claim they're your friends, friends when it's convenient, definitely try to squeeze it up out you.
So,
pause.
Yeah, that was a pause for real. So what kind of toxic like friendships? Like let's speak on like a friendship. We touched up on like relationship toxic. Like how let's identify some toxic friendships. I mean, you just named one. You started it pretty much. I just want to see if you would identify some other ways that
like friends that only come around when things going good. You know what I'm saying? Like friends.
Would you call that toxic though?
Yeah, definitely. Like friends that don't have your good interests at heart. They got their interests at heart.
Right.
Them type of friends.
I see what you're saying. I feel like I've been in a lot of toxic friendships. I mean, I'm a likable type of person, so I deal with people, but it's like I stand on principles too. So a lot of times it would seem like I'm the one being toxic in some of my friendships because what I stand on. And me personally, I try not to bend, pause, for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like the way I'm going to be this the same way with whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? Not pick and choose what principles I'm going to stand on. So, but it might come off toxic because now I got to wow you the fuck out because you did some wild shit. And now it's just like, but one thing I do know, people don't want to be around nobody toxic. You find yourself lonely. I mean, I've been lonely. You know what I'm saying?
People don't want to be around nobody toxic unless it benefits them. That's the thing. Like they'll deal with your toxic shit as long as they getting something out of it.
As long as they reaping the benefit. I believe that, and I feel I've been in them situations where I'm dealing with shit because I don't have no choice but to deal with it. That's why it's imperative to have your own shit. Get your own shit. That means you ain't got to deal with nobody else toxic toxic ways when they come your way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that. So, what about like a toxic environment? Like a toxic environment, like that we adapt to so much. Like the environment be so toxic that we can't help ourselves but to be there. How you feel about that?
I mean,
you can remove yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, changing your people, places, and things is important, right?
yeah.
So I pretty much preach that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I've done that.
If you want different results, man, you gotta change your people, places, and things. If you've been getting the same results doing this same shit forever, you gotta change your people, places, and things.
That was my main focus when I came home. When I came home, that was my main focus. Change what I do, where I do it, and how I do it.
Right.
And make sure that I'm not falling back into the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's toxic. Like, I remember, it's been a few times that I was around where I used to be, and people were like, yo, where you been at? Where you at? You don't come hang out with us no more. Like, nah, bro, I'm on something different.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I am possessed strongly with that toxic bacteria. And it may be hard for me to flush some of that shit out because, I mean, having a little bit toxic in your body ain't bad. It ain't the baddest thing.
I don't know.
It ain't the baddest thing. Sometimes you need to be toxic. Toxic might save your life.
I don't know if I want toxic bacteria up in me.
You got it in you now, naturally.
I don't want it though.
Are you taking the steps to flush it out?
I feel like I am every day. I feel like I'm walking the good stride.
I mean, I understand. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying some things that you consume and food products have toxin in it. And
See,
some.
now you're getting literal.
I'm
man.
getting
You're
literal because we
man.
talking about how do you consume toxic? Why is it in you? Even when you ain't doing nothing, it's in you. You putting it in you. Pause. Like you putting the toxic in you.
Is we talking about like literal toxic waste?
No, I'm using it as a metaphor to explain that no matter who you are, who you are, you have some toxic in you. Normally, it's that way because you consume it. Even let's just say if I'm a toxic person and you hang around me, naturally you're gonna pick up some toxic ways. Like if you communicate, like it's some people who are strong, like me and that boy P. I go back and forth with him a lot. I like what he do because I'm strongly opinionated. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he don't let my toxic ways take over his chemistry of thinking. So he stick to what he believe. Okay, so for example, even with him. So back in the day, I used to have a little quote, a saying. I say, for his relationships, if you keep your umbrella up, you can never get wet. And what I meant by that, what was my definition for that is, at that time was like, I believe she cheating, so the whole time I already believe you deal with somebody else, so it's never going to bother me because I already think it. So there's no need for you to tell me you're not doing it because I already think it. And P was like, bro, that's not right. Like, you might need to be played. Like I feel this way because I don't want to be played.
Yeah.
I don't want to be played. So if I already think you fucking around and you doing you, I'm happy.
That's toxic. That's like the definition of it right there.
I'm telling you it. I came on the show first telling you.
That's the definition of toxic right there.
Yo, I'm working on it, man. I mean, but at the end of the day, I keep consuming it. We listen to music. We watch all these different shows. Yeah. I keep putting it inside my body where, like, it makes sense to me. It makes sense. It's just certain things that, okay, you got some things that, to me, it's already a go. Like, I already understand it. Like, don't say it don't. Let's just say, for example, when I was doing my bit, it might have been times that, I was asking, like, who you talk to on the phone. Like, saying nobody for me is the wrong answer. Like, nobody. Like, I've been going 8 years, you just telling me nobody? Like, no, that don't make sense to me. Yeah. Like, the whole time I was going, you just going to tell me nobody? Like, come on, like, that ain't even how, like, men and women are natural attractions. Like, you can't tell me, like, And guess what? There may be someone who really can say nobody. I haven't. Yeah. But for me, I'm strongly believing like you fucking lying. That don't even make sense. Like I just did 4,000 days away, and you telling me you did not have a conversation or hold a conversation or was interested in a person.
But that's not even what you asked though. You said who you talking to.
Okay, that's what I meant. That's what I meant when who you talk to. Who you dealing with? Nobody. That's not even, that shit don't even make sense. Even the people that say they're not dealing with somebody, dealing with somebody. You don't believe that?
I believe that. Ain't nobody not dealing with nobody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that. Somebody, you dealing with somebody. You may not be giving the cheeks away to anybody, but you talk to somebody. It's natural. Women help men feel good, and men help women feel good.
Yeah, that's the natural order.
That's what I'm talking about. So for you to say nobody, now guess what? I'm being toxic when I start explaining my point of view. Like there's no fucking way in the world you telling me nobody. Like what you mean? And guess what? At that time, she really might not be talking to nobody. But I'm so stuck in my ways that
like she gonna bring up somebody from 3 years ago. Like
she should, because it's the right answer to me. Toxic as fuck. You feel me? As we get intoxicated.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
shot to that. But yeah, no. But at the end of the day, man, it's something I'm aware of, and I think that's the biggest thing. You got some people that's not aware of the toxins that they possess. I'm aware of mine, but I strongly believe in why I'm like this. I understand why I'm like this. It's something I want to work on. I want to be able to fall back and have a trust in somebody.
I think some people need toxic. Maybe not need it, but want it. Like some people need it or want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me give you an example. Like some women might feel like if their man is not asking them questions and accusing them of shit, that he really don't fuck with her like that. Like, because if you're not asking questions, then you don't care.
Yeah, like he ain't asking me nothing. That mean he doing something.
Yeah,
that mean
like
he don't give no
fuck.
fuck.
Some people feel like that shit gives validity to the relationship. Like if you not questioning things or you know what I'm saying?
Like even I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was me and Tony Redd or one of the episodes we was talking about a motherfucker get mad. They want you to chase him. Yeah. Like they want you to like, where you going at? Slam the door, get in front of him and be a little toxic, and that's showing love. Like I don't know.
Like me, I'm nonchalant, and that shit done ruined a lot of relationships for me because where people felt like I should have been like chasing them and aggressive, I'm just like, man, fuck it. Like, fuck it.
So where's though? She like, I'm leaving. No, I'm really about to leave.
Yeah, lock the door when you leave out.
Yo, listen though. That's a dope episode, yo, toxic. Yo, we talking about toxic. How hold on. Like how you know what I mean? As far as me anyway, I'm aware that I have some toxins in me. Like I explained, everybody do because we consume it. Yeah. On a daily we consume, and the best thing is trying to flush it out.
I revealed some of my toxic.
Hey, yo, listen, yo. You know what's crazy? I almost forgot about that. Yo, this new piece of artwork, you know what I'm saying, part of the Culturistic Studios, you know what I'm saying, done by Janae Wims, man. If you trying to get some of this artwork, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put her information on the screen, you know what I'm saying?
That shit is dope.
Shit is dope. She also made another piece for me right here. This is for my team right here. So I'm gonna hold this up. I don't know if y'all can see it, but the colors is dope. You know what I'm saying? You try to get you something for your office, for your crib, for your room, your living room, or whatever you might want to put it at. You know what I mean? Holla at Janae Wims, man. She hooked me up. You know what I'm saying? And the artwork came out dope. So, you know, we're going to add that to the collection of pictures.
Classy, not trashy.
Classy, not trashy. It look like Rihanna a little bit.
Kind of do.
Kind of look like Riri. But that look at the colors. That shit stand out. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Man, you want some music? You want your music reviewed? Send it to Redd Dolla StreetCode at gmail.com.
You want to come talk to him?
You want to come rap, talk to him? Send your request to Redd Dolla Redd Dolla StreetCode at gmail.com. You trying to come in here and podcast or do your own podcast show? RedDollarStreetCode.com.
Hey man, make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Culturistic Studios. We in the building.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button. Culturistic Studios. We
Holla
here
at
live.
us.
We was running in traps with 100 round Mac. We ain't worried about you. We outside. Baby a dancer. She on the pole. He get Peter. He get rolled.